Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3. And right now we have to get into entertainment, considering it's the second hour of the show. Alba Vorster is who I'm talking about, a rising South African artist capturing beauty in nostalgia and new beginnings in her latest single. It's called Lente, which means spring in Afrikaans. Now, the song celebrates the changing seasons of life, a gentle reflection on youth as well, and growth in the memories that shape us. But before we get to know the gorgeous girl, let's take a look at her talent.
Altyd in my kop sal bly. En ek kies dit nie, maar die gedagte van jou los my nie. Dink jy nog ook aan my, wanneer jy in jou kar ry? Dink jy nog ook aan my, as jy kon sal jy terugbly. En ek kies
Come on, let's give her a feel good welcome.
Come on!
We're so impressed by you.
We are
fangirling.
obsessed with the visuals, right? Welcome to the show. The album is titled Lente. I mean, Carissa, you mentioned it means spring in Afrikaans. Yeah. It's full of nostalgia and beautiful experiences. Tell us more about the inspiration behind the title.
Oh, so actually it started off as a whole different song. When I went into the studio, I brought my producer a song, and then eventually when we started building the track, I was like, no, I don't like this at all. And I don't like the words, they're not fitting, nothing feels right. And then he's like, okay, scrap the whole thing. And then we started off from the beginning. And this whole time, in the original song that I wrote, it was the word Lente in it. And he was like, okay, I really like the idea of that. Maybe we should still incorporate it in the new song. And then we just started building the track. And then he was like, okay, we need to record now because we only have so much little time. So I was literally singing in the studio and trying to figure out the words that I'm going to sing.
Whoa.
In real time.
Yeah.
Okay, that is what makes a hit. I think that is the recipe right there. What did the song sound like before? Was it not a pop track like this one?
No, I don't actually remember what it sounded like. I think we tried to go for still the rock pop side of things, but then eventually we were like, okay, this doesn't sound good because the lyrics and the vibes feel like a ballad, but the track is pop rock, so it didn't mix well.
Oh, that is stunning. So what do you want listeners to feel and experience when they listen to Lente?
So a bit of the inspiration behind the chorus and stuff is that feeling when you're sitting in the car and you're on a road trip and you're riding through and it's scenery outside and you're looking out the window and there's 80s music playing and you're imagining you're in the music video or you're the main character in the movie. I think when they listen to the song, they can share that feeling with me and also feel like the main character.
Yes, girl.
I'm so obsessed with all of that because we do have those moments where we feel like you're just looking through the window, it's raining and you are just reflective of life. You know, that sort of feeling is packaged in this album. But let's talk about the visual element of it. Tell us all about the video. Everything was shot here in the Cape, right?
Yeah, so we haven't been living here for so long. We moved 5 months ago to Paul, and then we met this amazing content creator called, she's Margot Rothman, and I've always known about her. I've been following her for a while, and I always wanted her to do something for me, for one of my music videos or content video, or just I wanted to do something with her. And then eventually I reached out, and then she was super nice. She was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. And then I think she took me to Durbanville first, and then we shot with these flowers in the background and stuff. I was so scared because the grass was and I'm so afraid of snakes.
Yeah, I was about to say, die slange.
And she was like, no, go lay down on my and then we also shot some stuff in her car. And then also, on Pole Mountain, actually. I think the week before we also shot on one of the roads there.
Yeah.
And that was a bit tricky because there were cars the whole time,
Yes.
up and down, and we were like trying to avoid the cars that they're not in the shot.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah, don't die for content. Please don't do that. But the visuals look incredible. I so love them. I feel like it's one of those classics that people will watch 10 years from now and be like, yes, I'm still so into Alba's music. But you do have singles like Omgekeer and Ik Mis Jou. And I feel like this is a different vibe, sound, and direction. So in the next chapter of your career, how do you feel like you're going to evolve in terms of your style and your sound?
I'm always open to do anything. I think it really depends on what is trending at the time, because you can have your certain type of genre, but it still needs to kind of accommodate your listeners and like who listens to your songs and what they listen to at that moment, so that you can still like attract them to the song and that they can still listen. And I also think like what happens in my life at that moment, like am I going through a friendship breakup or am I dating someone? I think that also has a big effect on what type of song and what genre you're going to write.
Stunning.
Also, Alba, do you write about maybe how difficult exams are treating you, seeing that you're only 17, right?
Sure.
I would love to write a song about that. If that ever comes through my mind, I think I will definitely write a song about that. And if I can find the right words,
Of
because
course.
that's so hard. Like, how are you gonna write about an exam?
But how do you manage everything, right? School as well as focusing on music.
At the moment, it's pretty tough because I just switched schools, a while back. But I think now I'm getting the hang of it again and this new school, they are so like supportive of me. Every time I'm saying like I have to do something with my music, they're like, yeah, go, we'll get the work for you, we'll make sure everything's right. So I think that really helps as well, like having a support system and also having friends that can help you like when you're not at school, and then that helped me catch up. And also my friends are also really supportive of my music career. Yeah, and I think they're my biggest fans, so that also helps.
Girl, they sound like keepers. Please have them around you forever. I've got to ask you though, if there is a young girl who's maybe 16, 17 right now, trying to juggle it all, but knows she has this dream of wanting to become a singer, how would you encourage her to chase her dreams?
I would say just push through. It is really hard. I know it's really hard. And I know it's like, you're like, damn it, why can't I get those grades? And then you're like, okay, but I also need to focus on my dreams. Eventually there will come a time where you can handle it all. Not completely, but you will get the hang of it. And you will eventually realize, okay, what you need to prioritize at that moment. Like what is more important, this test or my music? And then I think just go from there, and then you'll be on the right path.
Spoken like a true professional. I love to see it.
Honestly, and just finally, right, before we let you go, Lente is reflective of everything that you've just said. There's a season for everything. And you plan on focusing on music after high school. What can fans expect from you?
I think I would really like to work on a full album. And I think also like working with other South African artists, especially here in Cape Town and in the Cape area. I think there's so many talented people that nobody really knows about yet. And I think to be able to work with them will also really be like a dream come true to me. And also to have like my first full like debut album that I can release.
Okay, well, Graham always says this is the manifestation station. So we are expecting a great season ahead for you, and we're very excited. Alba, thank you for sharing your journey.
Thank you, guys.
We very much are looking forward to the music being performed today. We are in for a treat. 2 songs are coming your way on this beautiful Wednesday.